Alright, so long overdue video of the 12.5 general purpose rifle that I have set up. A lot of y'all been asking questions, and I posted the build or variants of the build and some of the pictures we've done on it. But wanted to do a video, kind of break down the build for you from back to front, kind of every accessory on here and kind of how I use it. So starting from the back, we're running the V5 sopmod. On the bottom of the V5 sopmod is the Sub-Rev Tech bag rider. Another thing we've got on the stock back here is Box Cutter Gear Company. They've got these dope stickers that give you range and elevation. You can put some ammo info on there, and you have a little note section down here, so you can have some dope on your gun. Obviously, depending on what bullets you're shooting, that could change, some subtly, some significantly. So you can kind of put whatever amount of information you want on those dope stickers. We're running the Law Tactical on this. Big fan of Law Tacticals because you can reduce the footprint of the rifle, fit it in different backpacks that you previously wouldn't be able to, and lets you have a folding option there, kind of to stow it more easily in discrete bags and for traveling. Moving forward, we've got the forward controls designs, buffer tube, castle nut, and end plate. The end plate is the one that has the QD sockets on both the left and right side, as well as the center. Moving forward still, we've got a B5 grip, like the more vertical angle on the B5 grips, big fan of those. For our lower, we've got a DDC Blemula. It's the DDC lower we built out with Geisley internals. And then for the trigger, we've got the Geisley SSAX, which is their lightning bow trigger. So it's not the curved trigger profile of the SSA, and it's not the SDC flat. It's kind of a mix of the two. Moving forward, we've got the Stoic Solution streamline barricade bag. Big fan of these guys. You can attach it to your rifle super easily just with shock cord. It wraps around the rail and goes into the hooks. Doesn't weigh anything, and significantly improves your stability when you're shooting off different objects, gates, rocks, different metal pipes and whatnot. Moving forward still, we've got the Reptilia QD socket for a sling mount. For the foregrip, we've got the True North grip stop. This is the K2 length. You've probably seen various pictures of the Pew stop, the S2 length, and just the normal grip stop on there. Big fan of everything True North has. Really dig their foregrips. As you can see, you've seen this rifle with just about every variant on there. Moving forward still, we've got the Surefire Scout Mini, and then on that we've got the 100 Concepts light cap, just to protect your flashlights. Surefires aren't cheap. Protect your lenses. Up front, we've got the Ridgeback Defense Rhino X. Now previously you may have seen this with the Huxworks or the KGM on here. I just swapped this rifle over to Plan B, so that way I can run a bunch of different suppressors on it and kind of test some different ones. This is the Ridgeback Defense Rhino X. Super cool video of how these are made. It's some suppressor wizardry that's out there for sure. For the attachment, we're running reared in Plan B, the Atlas, and then the R2S muzzle device. Up top, we've got a laser. Moving back, we've got our Optic setup. So the mount is a zero gravity summit mount, and then they released a Sherpa top dot accessory, so you can run RMRs, Delta Point Pros, Acros, kind of a variety of top dots there. The height on this is 154, so that way if I wanted to run a clip-on, it would line up perfectly. I wouldn't have to use any additional risers or anything like that. The optic setup we have here, so it's the Leupold Mark V HD. It's the 2-to-10. This is just the TMR reticle. I got this before they came out with their new CMR illuminated reticle. Obviously I think that would be a significant upgrade from this variant, but maybe one day we'll find out. Also on here is the Leupold Delta Point Pro at that 12 o'clock position in that Sherpa mount. Some guys run their dots off to the side, 45, 35 degrees. I like the 12 o'clock, and that optic being at 154, yeah, this is high, but it's not too high. The 12 o'clock mount too, for like a scoped carbine, allows me to keep that weapon in the orientation that I'm shooting versus having to camp that rifle if it's off to the side. So say I'm zoomed in at 10 power or 8 power, shooting something at 300-400 yards, and then I have a target up close, I can easily transition out of my optic into the red dot to engage that close target, or I can use my 12 o'clock dot when I'm searching for a target out at distance. I can find it with my red dot and then drop right into my scope if I'm already zoomed in. You see a lot of guys in competition shooting, running some dots on top. They're not shooting far with those dots necessarily at 600-700 yards, but they're getting their target or the berm they're looking for and then dropping into their optic, which is definitely an advantage point. Some accessories on the optic, we're running the 100 Concepts Scope Cap Pro, Hex Cap, and Scope Cap. Varying opinions online about these, whether you want arid caps or you don't want arid caps. Regardless, even if you don't want the anti-reflection device aspect of it, like, these are money for protecting your scopes. Like, it's hard plastic. You've got shot cord, so it's field repairable. You don't have to worry about your lenses getting scratched up. When you're buying expensive optics or running expensive gear, you don't want your glass scratched. Same with flashlights, same with optics. Like, protect your gear. So even if you don't want the anti-reflection portion of it, they do a great job of protecting your gear. On the old setup, when I originally had this, I had a Razor 1-10 and a Delta Point Pro up top, and the rifle actually fell onto the cap, and the 100 Concepts Hex Cap on top of the Delta Point Pro saved my red dot. Yeah, the cap broke, but it saved my red dot from being all busted up. Another accessory here on the optic is the Flatline Ops bone spur. They make these for the Mark IV and the Mark V. Big fan of these. It's just a throw lever. They look super nice, and then just gives you that nice grip versus the posts that come stock on them. So that is the breakdown of the current setup of the 12.5 GPR. I appreciate the patience. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about this, and I posted the build list, but it's the first time I've posted a video kind of explaining it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a question in the comments or shoot me a DM, and we'll get it answered. Appreciate y'all.